Hi, my name is Mareesa. I am a relationship counselor and coach. I work with people that are getting married for the second time or more. I do premarital work with these couples. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mareesa. On this channel, I help couples and individuals prepare for their remarriage. Today, I want to talk about ingredients that are important to having a healthy relationship. Relationships don't thrive by accident. They thrive because people are intentional and put the right ingredients into the relationship. I'm going to share with you some of those key ingredients that you need in order to have a healthy relationship. Get ready for 6 ingredients to a healthy relationship. The first ingredient is emotional regulation. Emotional regulation means managing your emotions and how you respond to them. The best way to do that is to create space between your emotions and your responses. It's difficult to build a connection if your response is often explosive or your response is to withdraw. It's difficult to connect under those circumstances. Being able to manage your emotions creates an emotional safe space for both parties to be able to express themselves. And practical tips to managing your emotions is pausing, taking deep breaths, responding instead of reacting. The second ingredient is communication. Honest, clear, respectful communication prevents misunderstanding. Listening is just as important as speaking. Creating a communication dynamic where you are listening to understand, not listening to respond or to defend. Tone in your body language matters as much as the words that you're saying. There's nonverbal communication. Your body language can say a lot about what you're trying to communicate to your partner. So be mindful of your tone and be mindful of your body language and your facial expression, because that can also speak volumes. The third ingredient is transparency. Transparency is important because without trust, everything crumbles. And being transparent inspires trust. Be aware of the things that you are doing. If there is a sense of secretiveness, that you're hiding things, that can contribute to some problems in your relationship. Be mindful of what you and your partner may need. Transparency builds safety where you or your partner feel like there is no hidden agenda. Because oftentimes if partners are feeling like there's not enough transparency, that can contribute to silent resentment, which is not something that you want to happen in your relationship. So you want to be as transparent as possible, and you want to share with each other like what that looks like. And a tip regarding transparency is keep your word. Do what you say you're going to do. And if you're not going to be able to keep your word, you need to have a discussion about it as to why not. Admit mistakes quickly and try to repair when you do make a mistake. The fourth ingredient is having shared values and vision. Being aligned on money, faith, family, and life goals strengthens your bond. So sharing similar values and similar goals is important. That is not to say that you cannot, as a couple, have your individual goals. Of course you can, but having goals together as a couple is important, and also sharing similar values is very important. When your values are not aligned in a relationship, that can cause a lot of problems. Disconnection happens when your values are not in alignment. I recently had a couple that, were preparing for marriage, but at some point realized that their values were not in alignment and their goals were not in alignment. And they ended up deciding to go their separate ways because their values were so different that they realized that it would not work. Trying to make it work would definitely cause resentment because they would not be on the same page. They weren't on the same page. And it was difficult to get on the same page because their values clash so much. If your values are not in alignment, it can cause you to feel misaligned. So shared vision makes you feel like you are teammates. You are working together for a common goal. And if you don't have that shared vision, it feels like you're on opposite teams. A practical tip to help you with this is to have regular check-ins regarding your values, regarding your goals, and regarding the vision that you have for your marriage and the vision that you have for your family. The fifth ingredient is friendship and fun. Being in a relationship is not all about the serious stuff, right? Problem solving and figuring out goals and values and the vision we have for our family, the vision we have for our relationship. It's not all about that. Make your relationship also about enjoying life together. If you have a friendship, it fuels romance and resilience. It keeps you connected. Feeling like your spouse is your friend keeps you connected. Laughter, play, having fun together reduces stress and deepens your connection. So as much as you want to focus on the serious stuff, and you should, because the serious stuff exists and they come up, but also to make it a point to focus on your friendship, to focus on having fun, to focus on enjoying your relationship, your marriage, and also enjoying being part of a family. That will deepen your connection as a couple. A practical tip: schedule weekly fun date nights. Try something new, something that you've never done before, but feel that it would be fun or adventurous. Don't let the adventure and fun go out of your marriage and your relationship. Ingredient 6 is conflict resolution. Healthy couples fight fair. They don't avoid conflict. They resolve conflict. Solving the conflicts you have in a respectful way. And some of the things that we've talked about can contribute to you resolving conflict in a respectful way. One of the things is emotional regulation, being able to regulate your emotions during times where there is conflict or there is disagreement. Repairing is more important than being perfect. So if you recognize that you've done something wrong, or if you recognize that you are in a situation where your conversation is going south, repairing it, doing something to repair it is more important than you being right, is more important than you being defensive. Think about conflict as your opportunity to learn more about each other, not to win a battle. Think about conflict as a way to deepen your connection. Learning something new about one another helps deepen your connection. Don't allow conflict to be a battleground where the fight is about who's going to win, who's right, who's wrong, and who's going to win. Let it be about learning more about each other and building a deeper connection. A practical tip for this is focus on the problems and not the person. The problem is the enemy, not the person. Together, you want to overcome this enemy. So the enemy is the problem that you're going to work together to win or overcome. So don't focus on each other as being the problem. These ingredients are key to a healthy relationship. And it's about making daily intentional choices. It's not about luck. Luck has nothing to do with this. Intentionality is the key. Let's recap our ingredients list. I have it in front of me. So the first one is emotional regulation. Healthy couples manage their emotions so they can respond in an intentional and thoughtful way and in a less reactive and impulsive way. The second one is communication. Clear, respectful communication keeps both partners from misunderstanding each other. The third one is trust and transparency. Consistency and honesty builds the safety every relationship needs to thrive. The fourth one is shared values and vision. Couples stay stronger when they are in alignment with their values and their goals, and they work together towards it. The fifth one is friendship and fun. Laughter, joy, and shared experiences keeps relationships vibrant and resilient and helps to manage stress. The sixth one is conflict resolution. Resolving disagreements with respect and repair strengthens rather than damage the bond. These are the 6 ingredients to healthy relationship. I hope this video was helpful to you, and if it was, please like, subscribe, and share. I challenge you to take a look at your relationship and see how many of these ingredients that is incorporated into your relationship and how many of them that you might need to start incorporating into your relationship. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. I will see you next time.